Hey guys, what's up? I know it's been a hot minute, but you know, life has been really busy and life has also been throwing a lot of curveballs at me. But yeah, it's because life has been so busy. That's the reason why I am filming this video and showing you guys a couple of, well, not a couple, several of my plants that I will be parting ways with. So yeah, you know what? I didn't think I was going to feel some kind of way about this until I sat down and started filming this video. And I think that's just because when I stop to reflect on my journey with plants and YouTube actually, so like also thank you to you guys who are still following me and are subscribed. But yeah, I've been through a lot with plants. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, and you know, these are currently, this is like the reward to be able to reproduce, and now I'm going to be rehoming them. So yeah, that's probably why I feel some kind of way about it. Either that or it's just all hormones, but in any case, yeah. So I'm gonna start with the monstera albos. Now, as you guys know, I was totally obsessed with monstera albos, especially during the peak of COVID. And yeah, so these 4 plants that I have in front of me are all from the same mother plant. So I'll go ahead and throw up a video as to what she currently looks like now. And you know, I was actually able to cut her up quite a bit. I cut her 4 times, and now I have these little mini plants. But she's grown quite a bit. She's grown a lot, and I had actually kept a top cutting for myself, and she's beautiful. And you know, I feel like every single new leaf that she reproduces is always so interesting, and I'm so, I don't know, I'm just proud. Yeah, see, feeling some kind of way. Anyways, we'll start with this one. This one is the least exciting. Sorry guys, we're gonna start with the least exciting first. And that's just because, you know, she's not as marbly, she's not as variegated as the others, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get a plant that just produces a green leaf, and it's normal. It's normal. I don't want people to be like, oh, what is that? Why, like, it's supposed to be variegated and it's not. Well, you know, that's life. And if you watched my previous videos, I would have told you, or I did say, that when you are purchasing a monstera albo or any type of variegated plant, what you want to look at is actually the stem, or where the node is actually growing out of. Because if this area, is it focusing? There we go. If this area is variegated, then it will produce a variegated plant for you. Sorry, not plant, leaf. So this is fairly variegated. It looks to be about 40, not even 40, 30% variegated. And that's why I was able to get a leaf like this. And unfortunately, this one, which is all green, is kind of on the side that is more green than variegated. So that's the reason why we have like an all green leaf right here. But it is about to put off a new leaf, and I can always tell because when you, stop focusing, when it puts off a node, not a node, an aerial root like this, it's pregnant. So it's going to start producing a leaf for me, or for whoever ends up with this plant. But yeah, I do see that it is variegated down here. So I don't know, I'm pretty confident that whoever ends up with this plant will be very impressed with it. And the next one, this one right here, is actually the bottom cutting of the mother plant. And you can tell that it's the bottom cutting because here's the actual stem that, you know, where all these mid cuttings came from. So this looks like it's totally calcified over, where I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah. Anyways, this was a bottom cutting, and this was the first leaf that it produced. So this leaf came from like a simple node. So I actually didn't think anything was gonna come of this bottom cutting, and here we are. It's put off several beautiful variegated leaves, and I'm actually quite impressed, to be honest with you. And it is actually going to be putting off a new leaf as well. So yeah, this one's very marbly, to be honest. And I love, sorry, you don't even see. Like these, like the first leaf was pretty marbly, and so was this one, which is the newest leaf. But these leaves, oh, if it continues to put off leaves like this, I'm gonna be so jealous. I really am. All right, so now I have these two right here. And you know, I do have favorites. You're not supposed to have favorites with your children, but they're not really my children, right? They're plants. So I feel like I get to have favorites. Anyways, these two right here are so very variegated. This one's my favorite. This one, you know what it is? I feel like I kind of gravitate towards sectoral or big, yeah, just sectoral variegation. When it's marbly, I'm just like, it's marbly. But when it matures, when it starts putting off bigger leaves for you, that marbling, you actually learn to appreciate it a lot more because you can see the different variegation and like the color gradient within the leaves. But yeah, this one, I mean, I love because look at the sections. Look at this. Look at how white this is. And I'm actually quite impressed that I was able to keep it as white as I did without browning it, because I don't know if you can see, but the edging here, it's starting to brown just a little bit. So when you have like big sections like this that are variegated, I had mentioned in my previous videos that there's not enough chlorophyll to feed the plant. So there's not enough chlorophyll and your temperature is a little bit wonky and you're not watering it properly, it is going to brown. I'm just really happy that this is not browning at all, but it did get fried here. As you can see, this is totally fried, and that is because it was too close to the window, and I have a west facing window, so it can get really hot. And also summer has been really gross lately. I don't know about you, but where I am right now, it has been super hot, super humid, and I swear to God, you could probably crack an egg outside and it will fry for you. That's how hot it is right now. But anyways, back to this plant. So this is going to be a very variegated plant, and look at the stem. Look at this. Do you see that? Do you see how variegated this is? So I am very confident that this plant is just going to continue to alternate between sectoral leaves and then marble leaves, and it's just going to keep going. So kind of sad. I'm sad. I really am. And this one is like my pride and joy. I love this plant. I am still debating if I want to keep it for myself, but you know, where am I going to put it? Like the mother plant is already huge. She's like, I think she's 3 more leaves away from hitting the ceiling. Just get a bigger house, right? Bigger windows. But yeah, this one is so beautiful. I absolutely love the variegation on this plant. I love that it's giving sectorials, how marbled it is, and also because I feel like this particular plant is like 85 to 90% variegated, because I'm looking at the stem right now and it's pretty legit. Like it's marbled everywhere. So this is going to continue to produce big, beautiful, variegated leaves. I feel like this one is going to be a little bit more difficult to care for just because of the sections of variegation that it's putting off. But if you don't mess around with your temperature too much, if you know, stay on top of your watering, you should be fine. I feel like I do have one more node that's upstairs that just keeps putting off white leaves. And it has one dinky green leaf, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but you just, it's like suicide, I swear. It just keeps putting off white leaves and it keeps dying. Anyways, I feel like I may need to just let that one go. So moving on, the other two plants that I will be parting ways with are my Hoya kerrii. Now, last month I had filmed a video where I was repotting and I was, you know, getting it ready to give to my friend, and I am left with two Hoya kerrii, and I'm a firm, I don't want to say a firm believer, but I feel like I have really good morals and ethics. I don't think it's right when I don't think it's right when sellers, you know, split their plants and then just sell them. Because first of all, when you repot a plant, you're traumatizing the plant, and it hasn't had time to figure itself out. So whenever I sell a plant or give a plant away to someone, I always make sure that there is at least, you know, some sign of growth. And I think that's just what I'm trying to get at. I'm now parting ways with my Hoya kerrii because I'm seeing signs of growth. And, you know, I actually thought that some of the peduncles were gonna just kind of shrivel up and just die. But it's nice and green and it's vibrant and it's just doing its thing. So this is the biggest Hoya kerrii that I currently have right now that I am parting ways with. And she is nice and big. A pain. Total pain when I was repotting it. But yeah, this is one of the, how do I say this? This was supposed to be like an all green Hoya kerrii, but I do see some splashes here and there. So I don't know if I would say that this is like a splashy kerrii. I mean, I guess it is because it's not fully green, but the splash is very mild. So anyways, it's putting off new growth. Where was it that I had seen it actually? I think it was up here. You can see it more on the other one. Oh, here too. So where there were, you can't even see it. I'm sorry, you guys, but I don't even think my camera is going to be able to pick it up. But right here, this tip right here, it's starting to put off a little bud. So that is a growth point. And right over here, so where I had actually clipped it, you can't see that. Let me see. You probably still can't see it, but since I had actually took a cutting right here, because I snipped it off, there's now a growth point that's going on right over here. So there's growth. And I had this Hoya kerrii in my possession since the start of COVID. So what's that, 4 or 5 years? That's a long time. So I've had this for quite some time, and it's finally bloomed for me. It's finally, you know, I'm finally reaping the reward of keeping it in my care for this long. And now it's time to just part ways with it because, you know, it needs a new home. And I feel like, sorry guys, I'm just putting this down so it doesn't, it's actually very top heavy, so it needs to kind of lean up against something. But what I was trying to say was, a lot, like these plants that I am parting ways with, it's not because I don't love them anymore. It's not because I've lost interest. It's simply because I need a bigger house and I don't have a bigger house right now. So I need to part ways with them and, you know, rehome them because like the new owners will give it a nice window, you know, it'll give it a nice window, no artificial lights, just love. So this is the other one that I have. I am also kind of sad about this one because look at the leaves. So yes, so there is new growth going on over here. So even, let me see if I can turn this around, not break anything, but right here, do you see that? Do you see that? That's so cute. That's actually a little leaf that's popping up over here. And then I think I saw another growth point somewhere on this guy. Oh, all the way down here. So down here, can you see? Right here, this little tip right here, it's also putting off a little leaf, which is quite amusing because for the longest time when I had this Hoya kerrii, it was just very woody. Like it just looked like this, nothing was going on, and now it's just doing its thing, and I'm just like still feeling some kind of way about it. But yeah, so I feel like there's gonna be several more videos like this where I'm gonna be showing you how badly I was hoarding. Like I have a whole exo tank of gloriosums that I need to figure out which ones are which, and keep a couple for myself, obviously, but then, you know, find new homes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.